Y'all, I cannot believe how fast time has gone by. Like, I have already changed my Enter the Garden nails, which was emotional to let them go. So I really want to dive into what happened during the pole artistry intensive, because I feel like I have not really posted a lot about it, but it was amazing, and it's definitely something that I want to keep going. It was so fun and so memorable, and so just like everything went better than I could have ever expected, and it was such like a heart fulfilling, like cup filling, just like moment. If you are a pole dancer and you are really interested in not only learning how to dance technically good, but truly become the artist that you wish to be, to really birth the creatrix within, and feel really called to weaving in the emotional, the spiritual, the artistic, the storytelling layers into your dancing, that is exactly what this intensive was all about. It was a week-long intensive where you got to start off by seeing Enter the Garden, and actually we had all the students get to come backstage before the show. They came to our green room, gave them a little tour like behind the scenes of the theater and the stage, and gave them some like champagne. It was like a cute little meet and greet. And then they got to see the show on Sunday night, and Sunday night's show, whew, man, we really left it all out on the stage. It was so emotional. The energy was so high. Like, there was something really, really magic in the air that night. Like, the Shakti energy was thick in that theater. Like, the buzz and spark of like passionate, emotional aliveness and like spiritual storytelling was like, it was so strong that night. So that was a really beautiful way to kick off this intensive, because that's exactly like what this intensive was made for. So then the next day they started their classes at like 10 in the morning, which was really crazy to go from a whole weekend of shows right into the intensive. But we started off with a really cute opening circle with all the teachers and all the students, and then got right into the curriculum. So we had Kristen, the pole collegeist, teaching her class Submerge, which was all about like connecting into your sensuality, getting embodied, letting the free flow of energy like guide your movement. That is so on brand with her energies. She's such a magical being. Then we had Katie Cran's Spin Siren teaching her class Spin Sirens, which is all about merging powerful spin technique and mechanics of spin, how to speed up, how to slow down, how to smooth out your transitions, like really make your spin super mesmerizing, but merging that with your musicality as well, so that your spin passes are that much more impactful, and truly like tell a story and move with the music, and how to kind of defy physics with how you are working your spin. And she is really a master of that. So that was so incredible to see her do that. And then we had Estefania, the queen, teach her class The Devil's in the Details. And I really loved how everyone's class kind of correlated with their character a little bit with the show. Like in the show, she was the demon. And I got to be her ritual sacrifice, which I will never get over. And so her class is all about really milking and fine tuning like the details of your movement, how to make every movement like a picture perfect, like delicious shot, and how to really like bring that extra spark and bedazzled embellishment to your movement. And she is such a master of her technique and movement. So it was just incredible to watch. Like the whole time I was basically just like weaving in and out, bopping around like in the studio and out, getting footage, just watching all the students just soak in all the goodness. Oh my gosh. Such a great group of students too. Like I could not have asked for a better group. Everyone was so open, so friendly, so like hungry to just get into it and like dive in deep and not hold back, and really showed up like ready to work, ready to learn. And so they were just such an incredible group, and such beautiful dancers too. Like Dream team. And then the next day we had Dalton. I mean, what can I even say about Dalton? He's just a freaking master. He's otherworldly. He is so magical. He taught a class called Body Language, which was all about bringing different emotion into your movement and how to tell a story, how to speak through the body, how to be able to honestly take the same choreography and make it be an entirely different experience simply on like the different emotions and energy you were bringing into it. So truly like refined master like kind of technique to get into, and his class was so good. Then we had Leah Vanodera, who is a beast herself, and she taught an incredible class that explored seduction, eye contact, really cool floor work, with amazing spin pass. Like, she is such a powerhouse and can really like do it all. So her class was incredible, like such a treat for them to learn from her and her really unique style. It was so amazing. And then what was really cool for the last workshop of the day after lunch, Shilo Amari led a panel for all of us to chat with the students and discuss things relating to career success and creative pursuits, like how we all go about creating our pieces, our own kind of individual processes with our choreography and concept creation and piece execution, and how we all draw from different aspects of our own life, our own training, and how we synthesize that into these pieces.
The universe. What a concept. You know, the universe is a little bit like the human hand. For example, you have Grauman's center right here, and then you have undiscovered worlds and Sector 8, and up here it's the Tillman's crest. So you can kind of picture that it's a little bit like a leaf or picture a hot dog bun and throw all the stars, the hundreds of stars that there are in the universe into a bag, and put the universe into a bag, and you all of a sudden they become
we talked about booking gigs, we talked about being professional, like we really covered like the full spectrum. It was a really cool talk to have, to give all those different perspectives, and super valuable. Like, that's stuff that we don't always get to talk about or really get into sometimes. Like, we're so busy focusing on learning the technique that when it comes to like, okay, but like logistically, how do you book your own gigs? How do you like take an idea that's in your head and actually bring it into the reality of like an incredible piece? How do you bring your vision to life? How do you manifest your dreams and goals and really live that professional artist lifestyle? So that was really cool. The next day we had Slinky Queen. Sophia was really getting into how to refine your dancing. She was sharing all of her skills for really perfecting and refining her movement. I mean, if you've seen Sophia, you know it is just like clean, precise, slow, delicious. Every move she does is perfection. And so she really took you behind the scenes of like how she reflects and self-critiques and like her process of growing and learning and like getting better every time that you train, which is such a valuable technique for dancers to have, to be able to have healthy self-criticism and be able to critique in a way that you can grow without just shitting on yourself and being really mean to yourself. So hers was like a blend of like tangible technical things you can do, also mindset work, also learning some of her personal technique and movement. So that was just such a good like brainy class. And then Kathleen taught skate, slide, glide, swirl, twirl. I can't remember the name. It was like all those words. Like, she is the queen of like swirly, glide, like lean. Oh, the flow that she has is insane. Also didn't get any video of her class, but I mean, you can kind of see from her piece, like she is just Ooh, Slinky Queen. She's like one of the most influential teachers that I have worked with and has like really shaped me as a dancer, and her attention to detail and her ability to like carry this full body like spiral and like ride this wave of like momentum that's also slinky through like her choreo is just like, no one does it like her, so that was such a treat. And then I taught the afternoon class, which was called Energy in Motion, or Emotion, because that's really what emotions are. They are energy moving through our body that are here to tell the story and to express what we're feeling inside. So I wanted to combine spin technique. Y'all know I love a spin pass, but truly dancing your way through it and bringing emotion into it, and kind of the core pillars that can really bring more feeling and depth into a spin pass. How to work with the relationship between your head and your heart and what your hands are doing, and how you're breathing, how you're connecting with your emotions and smoothing out transitions. It was a blend of like spin technique with also embodiment and emotional embodiment, and bringing that deep feeling into your dancing. So it was a very Pisces class, and we were all super in our feels, and everyone did so beautiful. That was so special. And then I got to teach a yoga for dancers class. It was day 3. Everyone had been going hard, doing like 6 hours of dance a day, so they all really needed a nice, juicy yoga sesh. We also had a group dinner one night with everyone where we all got to socialize and hang out, and the vibes were just like, so cute and perfect. Everyone was vibing. And then for the last day, we kicked it off with Medusa Mommy, teaching her class called Ooh Mommy, which is so perfect for her. And it was all about bringing your sensual, seductive, kind of sacral chakra, like tantric, seductive side into your dancing. And it was a beautiful exploration of like owning your pleasure, owning your sexuality, owning your body, and bringing that kind of juicy confidence into your dancing, feeling more comfortable with expressing your own inner sense of like pleasure and sensuality and connection to your sexual side into your dancing. And so beautiful. And then we had Katie, who is also the co-producer of Enter the Garden. She got to teach her class called Rage. Her class was all about expressing rage and channeling fire through your dancing, which is perfect because she's the hardstyle queen. So she was bringing that blend of like bringing your emotional self and your angry self, like not just the like, oh, I'm sad and in my feels like so demure, so mindful. Like no, bringing your like raging bitch, bringing your angry, like fiery kind of wild woman into your dancing. And it's so freeing and liberating. And like Katie's piece in the show was probably one of the most powerful pieces. Like people were crying in the audience. People were like moved by her piece that was called Rage. I'm just gonna put a little clip here because it was so insane to scream. Like I've never screamed in front of anyone, let alone like a 500 person audience, and like smashing stuff and just like really like everything we're doing, that was like real. It was not acting, like there was true embodiment of rage. So yeah, she was teaching her signature hardstyle tricks with also how to bring in like that kind of fierce, raging bitch lioness energy, which is honestly such an important part of like finding wholeness within yourself. Like you gotta bring those dark, shadowy parts up to play as well. And then to close out the intensive, we had Callan and Catherine teach their pole doubles class called Blend, which was all about how to create kind of synchronized connection and really merge with the person that you're dancing with. So it was a doubles class, and they did a whole bunch of exercises on like how to improv and like move and connect with another person, and also some really cool like doubles tricks. Everyone did so good, so they got to learn some choreo, some double spin tricks, some like icebreaker improv games. Is super well-rounded and really great for anyone who, you know, wanted to do more doubles work, or for some people it was their first time doing doubles, and they did so good. And then we closed out with another cute like closing circle, and everyone went on their way. But it was just such a beautiful experience, and I'm so grateful to Chris and Katie for transforming their tattoo studio into a pole studio for the whole week. Like all these videos are from their tattoo shop that they transformed into a pole studio, so we could do this intensive, like getting the floors, the poles, the mirrors. They painted it. Like the transformation was insane. Yeah, like this was the tattoo shop before, and then this was the studio space that we got, and it was so like sunlit and right in the middle of downtown, so people could like walk and get lunch or coffee. It was just so perfect, and they really busted their ass to do that on top of putting on the show and getting married and everything that they already do. So that was just so incredible that we pulled it off. It was such an incredible week. Like some of the feedback that we got from the students saying that like this was one of the best pole investments that they've ever made for themselves, and one of the best intensive like experiences they've had. And like the community container was so strong. Like everyone came in as strangers and really left as friends, and I feel like we're all still friends with them. Like there was such deep connection and respect. The whole thing with this intensive is that it was all new classes that we've never done before, that really honed in on like the most important techniques that have really taken us from being just movers to artists. So a lot of it was very vulnerable and very personal to us. So they really met us with that full open yes, and we all really took the care to like receive them and nurture them and see the artist in them and pull that out. So it was just such a beautiful week. If this all looks amazing to you, if you're like, oh, the FOMO, don't worry, we will be doing this again, I'm very sure. Just keep an eye out and follow me on Instagram, follow Enter the Garden on Instagram, and next time that we do a show, this will for sure happen. There's even speak of taking this show on tour, so there's a highly likely chance that we will be bringing this intensive to a city near you and continuing to grow this curriculum and grow this experience. I'm so happy to finally have made a vlog all about it, because it was truly like such an incredible week, even though I was so tired and had just done, you know, the whole show week, dress rehearsal, then show Saturday, show Sunday, right into the intensive. Like I truly didn't have a day off until like the following Saturday, like a whole week after opening night. And then I just like, boom, like hit a wall and slept all day. But like my heart was so full, and I could not have been happier with how everything went, from the show to the intensive, and it all went smoothly. No one got sick, everyone's travel was good. Like it truly was so good, and got to spend so much time with all the other instructors, my fellow castmates, which is so special because a lot of them are not in Asheville. So it was like amazing to just spend more time with them and be silly and just make memes. And if you don't already follow all of these instructors, all these dancers, you 100% should. But let me know if you want me to make an Enter the Garden show recap 1, 2, because that was a crazy time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.